Good afternoon to YouTube. This is your man all the way, George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, last night was the debut of a lady who I've become a fan of, former featherweight champion. That is one Miss Pam Sorenson. As you know, some time ago, Pam announced that she was leaving from Invicta. As you know, it's been a while since she had any fight since she earned her title. You know, she ain't defended her title because, you know, Invicta, surprisingly, even though they have a decent featherweight division, they just have a few more bodies compared to the UFC featherweight division. And I thought they would be more stacked. So, and I think mostly because with the pandemic going around, and Victor took a while, got a fight, and then they finally settled with a new company, and now being shown on television. But anyway, Pam decided to go ahead and move on. Now she's fighting in Bellator, and last night she made her Bellator debut against Roberta Samad in 145 division. And Pam looked pretty good. I mean, it was about maybe, I think, about a month or so ago, she had some surgery because, you know, Pam had some issues before. She had some cysts, and now, you know, that's all cleared up. And I hope this is a great fight for her. I mean, you know, debuting with it seemed like a much taller, bigger opponent. But Pam has faced some pretty tough opponents. She fought with people like most definitely, you know, Felicia Spencer and Caitlin Young, and I think she fought Megan Anderson. No, I'm not sure she fought Megan Anderson. Yeah, she should look at her list, but I think she might have had. Anyway, these two ladies faced off the day before the fight, and I don't have a lot of fight. I was trying to find some fight pictures. As you know, when I do my videos, I do slides, so pictures, but I couldn't find any. But when I watched the fight, because I forgot about until BJ from No Filter MMA talked about it. I said, "Oh my God, I forgot about it." All I did is just went back to the Bellator YouTube page, just went through all the other fights, and went to her fight was at the very end of the prelims, and it was a pretty good fight from when I was watching it. Pam Bam was using her kicks to kind of take Roberta off her game a bit. Roberta was throwing some good punches, but Pam was throwing more accurate and crisper punches, so like jabs, lefts. She was attacking the legs. A few times Roberta Samad put against the cage, but the first round, Samad did win, and the next couple of rounds was almost, I think it was pretty much, Pam was doing pretty good. She was, ducking and moving. And Pam, she's kind of like, if you look at Pam's stocky built. She kind of reminds me of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was stocky and built. And, he fought taller guys like Frank Bruno and Michael Spinks, but he knew how to get in and out. And that was Pam was doing most of the fight, going in and out, because, Roberta Samad had the reach and height advantage, but it didn't look like it didn't do much for her. And one point, Roberta did like a spinning back fist, and she kind of grazed Pam across the face, but Pam took it like a champ. But this was a pretty good fight from what I was seeing it. It's been a while since Pam fought when she fought Caitlin Young for the title, and that's been at least almost a year or so ago. Victor shut down for a good while, like a couple of MMA promotions outside of the UFC and Bellator. But, she wanted to come back and get it again because she hadn't defended her title ever since she got it. So, and Pam did pretty good. I mean, the fight went a split decision. There was a takedown around about the middle of the third round by Roberta Samad, and even though Pam was on her back, she was still defending and fighting and punching off the back. I'm really talking like some like these experts like BJ and the coach. I'm starting to really, if I watch these fights and really concentrate a little more, I'm starting to learn something. I really am. I'm still casual. TJ 347. I'm still a casual, and Pam did pretty good. To me, if it wasn't for the takedown. The fight would have went unanimous decision in favor of Pam. The takedown was one thing. And these judges, as we talk about on, you say it's combat sports, that the judges are mostly boxing judges, not true MMA judges. And we talk about this. They need to, more former fighters, trainers, referees in MMA should become judges. They can really judge a fight better than people who just used to boxing. And one reason why she did so well, because if you go back, all you have to do is go to Bellator, fast forward through the prelims part of it, because they show the prelims on Bellator's YouTube channel, fast forward to almost to the end, about 105, something like that, in the mark, that's where they started. And You can see if you look at the end toward the end, you can see how Roberta's she was tired at one point. Her corner people was hugging her. She felt like I think she knew she felt like she lost. You can see her face. She had she was swelling around under the eye, a black eye, busted lip. She was bleeding a good part of the fight. But Pam, you look at her, she had some little, she had some redness around the jawline, around the nose, but she had no broken skin, no real noticeable contusions or anything like that. So that shows you that she did pretty good. Even though that Roberta was slightly the taller opponent, maybe a little heavier, and had the reach, she did better by going in and out using her footwork. So like I said, I'd like to say congratulations to Pam Bam Sorenson on her first fight in Bellator. Maybe if she does pretty good, this makes her 9-3, and it drops to Samad to 5-2. So if she does pretty good, maybe stay on maybe a good 3 or 4 fight winning streak, and maybe she might get a shot at the title. She's not going to be Cyborg, even though I like Pam, but she's not going to be Cyborg. This is me all the way George Page, aka this is me all the way George Page. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.